Another wonderful Wednesday night sports delight, because this is ladies' night. Oh, and shout out to our favorite viewer. Hi, Miss Williams.
Miss Williams. Whenever you see Joanne, not Joe.
Oh, the alter ego.
Roll now.
Ghost Ringo.
What's going on? I do like a ghost. Okay.
I mean, and that's just my one excuse to look silly on the sidelines, and I'm totally okay with it. I'm doing my job.
All right, Coach Willis. Well, speaking of,
Everyone, welcome to the Platform Sports Talk Show. It's your girl, Buddy. I'm glad y'all are here to join us for another wonderful evening.
telling y'all, when you get on this show on the ladies' night, boy, I tell you, you are bringing people's careers to a whole nother level. I'm telling you. So here. Yay! Somebody's watching. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Platform Sports Talk Show on Facebook. Yes, or YouTube. Thank you.
I was like, well, Brandon, does Michelle Smallman text you at 11:45 at night?
You let them know, right? No matter what the time, it came through, right?
Yes, I thought that was really dope.
So my question is, how do you balance that passion and emotion in your profession?
So for some of these guys, they're like, even if I do win, it's not going to be enough for some people. So why don't I just go ahead and get the money?
Living the dream. I think all the time. I'm a dream catcher, right? So I chased a dream and I caught it.
Because I took this crazy leap of faith in May of 2011 at 23 years old to buy a basketball team. And everyone thought I had lost my mind.
Just kind of shed light, women coaches, like, hey, we bring it too. we bring it.
Hello? Yo, I'm in the booth. I'm gonna call you right back. Nah, I just gotta put this one part down. I'm gonna call you back. I'm at the studio, man.
Hard at work. You know, I actually like that. But listen, I heard the news. Super Bowl, baby.
Man, quit playing with me, man.
I don't play. I'm a coach now.
No, for real. Don't play like that.
You're playing the halftime show. You deserve this.
Are you serious? How you know?
I'm Coach Prime. And Coach Prime is always one step ahead. This is your moment.
Put that on everything.
You tripping. Remember, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you dance good. When you dance good and you sing good, you get to play on the world's largest stage.
Damn. I'm gonna call you back.
You gonna go.
I'm gonna call you back.
There we go. What up, what up, what up? Happy hump day. Welcome to another edition of Ladies Night. Hey, welcome to the Platform Sports Talk Show. It's your girl, Bunny. We're back at it for another wonderful Wednesday, trying to get over this hump. Plenty of sports topics to talk about. Of course, it wouldn't be a Platform Sports Talk Show Ladies Night edition without other ladies on the panel. So first and foremost, real quickly, I do want to give my condolences and raise an eyebrow as well regarding the Morgan State University, another HBCU. Shout out to their president. They had to cancel homecoming festivities this week because of a mass, well, not saying mass shooter, but a shooting happened on campus last night. The shooter has not been apprehended. There were 5 students that were injured. So I hope and pray those students do recover, which I was told they should. But their shooter needs to be apprehended. But again, the family of Morgan State is, it's not a loss, thank God, but it's still tragic and it's a lot going on. So my prayers to them and hope they get through this. And unfortunately, it's supposed to be a fun-filled weekend, bringing alumni back there, and they have to cancel their events. But do know the HBCU stand in solidarity with you and your president to do what's best for the students and the faculty there. So with that, let's get on a happier note here. It is HBCU homecoming season for other HBCUs, including my alma mater, Lincoln University. Shout out LU Blue Tigers. So this weekend will be a lot of fun-filled activities, alumni coming back, just a good old happy family reunion. But until we get to the weekend, let's talk about sports. So on our panel tonight, coming to the stage first, we have, as Smoooth says, all the way from the Boondocks, the one, the only, Jobo.
What up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. It's Wednesday, thank God. I gotta work just a little bit tomorrow, and then I'm off for the weekend. So,
I'm about to say, you say not much, ma'am. You're both
got that
you're doing a lot of baseball watching right now.
Got that retro Stros going. Oh, all right. I was telling you guys before the show, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Saturday, but we're here. I was saying in the group chat like a week ago, whenever they got swept at home by the Kansas City freaking Royals, that I was like, I think they're done. And then they went on the road and won 5 of 6. So they took care of business, and I think that's just, they know what to do whenever it really matters. So JV on the mound at home on Saturday against the Twinkies. So, and Carlos Correa is coming home, so it's going to be spooky. I don't want to cheer or root against my guy Correa, but it's going to be fun.
All righty. So, again, you're not just saying nothing's going on. You have a lot going on. You're doing a lot of baseball watching, from your Stros to the Rays to the Twins and everything in between, all postseason.
Really, yeah, I mean, at 2 o'clock, turn on the Rays and Rangers yesterday and today. Turn on the Twins and the Blue Jays, go upstairs and finish the Twins and the Blue Jays, and then after that, D-backs and the Brewers, and then the Phillies and the Marlins. So, I mean, that's exciting. I was hoping one team was going to tie up the series tonight, so we at least have one game tomorrow, but We'll see. I think Brewers might do that, but yeah, this is even without the Cardinals in it. This is like some of my favorite time in the world. Like October, starting to get a little breeze outside today, and playoff baseball. We got a wedding this weekend. Spooky season. Mine and Brendan's anniversary. Like all kinds of stuff. It's busy from now until the end of the year. So yeah, it's exciting.
Wow. Your whole plate this weekend.
Yeah.
October. Wow. Congratulations on you all's anniversary. Congratulations to the soon-to-be newlyweds. Congratulations to everything in between. How you're excited about postseason baseball is how I am about March Madness. Like you just said, you hop from one floor of the house to another floor to another TV. All this, that's how I treat March Madness with basketball. Love it, nonstop. So I'll be you in 6 months.
I was gonna say, got some time for that.
And I don't want the cool weather because I personally love heat. I like summer, so I'm a little salty. Fall is here. Like by this weekend, it's supposed to be in the 60s. So
yeah, I'm excited. We already talking about we're gonna watch the game outside with a bonfire, get some brewskis going.
Killing me. No, I'm ready.
Yeah, Smooth. I'm gonna hit the ooh tonight a couple times. Ooh, it's that time of year. I'm excited. I'm feeling a little schoolgirl right now.
Okay, look, she's acting like a kid at Christmas. It's only October. Watch out now.
I'm telling you, buddy, this is what it's like. But then, I mean, shoot, Brendan knows though. Like he knew when we were playing the Mariners, we as in the Astros, it was about to be the first game, and he was talking to me, and I was just like in my own zone, focusing on the game, and he was like, never mind. I know I shouldn't be talking to you right now because I was nervous. They needed to win these games. So Brendan knows what's about to happen. So it's just how it is every October.
Okay, I'm here for it. And my apologies, everyone. Of course, we feed off your energy. So please make sure you leave all comments under the Platform Sports Talk Show on the Facebook page. You see? Facebook, Platform Sports Talk. Oh, yeah. She said something. Let me comment what she said. No, I don't agree. The Strolls shouldn't win it all. Leave those comments under the Platform Sports Talk Show page on Facebook. And while you're at it, go ahead and go down the street to YouTube. We're on the YouTube channel. Make sure you look at the Platform Sports Talk Show and subscribe. I don't have my bell, but I have an imaginary one. And when you subscribe, make sure you click on that bell, hit subscribe bell. Subscribe bell goes hand in hand, okay? And for all our listeners on Hot 365 Radio, we appreciate you out there. Make sure you tune in every week because the first of the night is Ladies' Night, but the last Wednesday last Wednesday of the month is the Man Cave. Shout out to the fellas, hold it down as always. And in between the Ladies' Night and the Man Cave, of course, is the weekly Platform Sports Talk Show. Interact with us. We interact with you. We appreciate you. All right. So, Jobo, we got somebody else on our panel that wants to get some feedback on a lot of topics. She is, of course, midday. What is her tagline? It's not midday, Michelle. What is it? It's Michelle A, but I'm trying to think. Does she have a tagline for her radio show? I'll listen to it. Oh, it's the midday show with Michelle A. There we go. I was trying to get it together. My bad, Michelle A. But yeah, we want to add another flavor to our panel. We'll hopefully get her queued up soon. And our other panelists, unfortunately, Coach Willis could not make it with us tonight, but we do send her good love, and hopefully she'll join us for next month for Ladies' Night. So, got a rundown here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. What is this? Oh, I'm glad you asked. A good old cup. Oh, your cup's not empty? No. What's in my cup? Again, glad you asked. What is in my cup? What is in my cup? Besides my cup I use for
You ain't got anything in there.
Well, I'm just saying this is more of a display for now.
What does it say? Other Dell? Oh no, what?
This
Buns?
Buns. Yeah.
Buns.
I got this cup created back at homecoming about 10 years ago, and kept it since and kept rocking with it. I'm glad it's washable, It does a great job of holding in adult beverages, I must say.
Funny, I don't think I've ever seen you drink an adult beverage.
That's a good thing you said that, because Yeah, on the show, I make sure I keep it PG-13. But at homecoming last weekend, I was at Alabama A&M's campus. First time at another HBCU's homecoming besides my own. Had a great time, turned up for the birthday. And yes, it was plenty of adult beverages and great food to go along with it. It's in Alabama. What else do they do besides eat and play football, right?
What's your drink of choice?
In general, I'm on the white side, so vodka, rums, those are my specialties. But this past weekend, I switched it up. I enjoyed every minute of it. Never drank so much of that beverage in my life. I actually could wear a crown on my head because I drank so much of it like a queen. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm just saying, I was not expecting that, but I did try something new. I'm like, why don't we do this more often? Have a chilled shot. A chilled, like, shot. But it was chilled. Like, we pour it over the ice and then pour it back in a shot glass. Amazing. And smooth. I'm like, where have I been all this time? Why did I not get that memo?
Usually it's better when it's cold.
Right. But usually, how people just pour stuff right out the bottle. Cheers,
yeah, I can't do that.
But I'm just saying, when I did this, I was like, oh, I did not get the memo, and now I got it. I'm here for it. So
the most exotic I get is I might drink like a different type of beer. Just it's beer. So sometimes you get the apple crown or Jim Beam crown with some water, and then you put a little bit of Mio in it. It's fire.
All right. Well, let's see if our other person that is ready to come on has a beverage of choice, and does she have a special concoction in her cup or not. Midday show with Miss Chalet. I got it, I think, Michelle. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Come on down.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? Your work day with Michelle. You was almost right.
Oh, work day. I knew it was something like, because I listened like, I knew it was something with day. I'm sorry.
No, it's right. It's something. I'm on during the day. That's all that matters. My beverage of choice is water right now because I'm trying to detox during the week. I've been working out, trying to get some sleep, trying to do a few things to, be healthy. But today is National Vodka Day. So
is it?
It is. It's National Vodka Day. What else is it? It's National Taco Day on a Wednesday. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday, and it's National Taco Day. So if you got leftovers, there you go.
They got a national day for everything.
You name it, they got it. Except they don't have a Michelet Day. I'm working on it.
No. I love it. I love it. You scared me for a moment because when you're talking, I'm like, what is that movie behind you? I'm like, are those
attached to my
Oh, girl. I'm like, what is that movie?
Officially, Cutie is part of this podcast too. Okay, so she is part of Ladies Night, and she's a lady. So your other guests will Cutie, because she doesn't leave my hip. Okay?
We're going to get an intro going for her too.
Yeah. So Joe, you got a lot of beverages. You was over there making me thirsty. I'm trying to behave, and yeah, I saw it. I'm a beer person, so.
Are you? Okay.
I struggle. Yes.
Cutie is now on the yeah, like usually that's what we've been doing too, is trying to eat healthy, detox, and be, exercise during the week. But right now, I mean, it's playoff baseball season. Let's go. It's beer. So
you got baseball game after baseball game after baseball game. So I would just watch football kind of on the weekends. Saturday was a struggle because I was watching a little bit of I watched some football on Saturday, and then Sunday my son plays football, so I watch him, and we like to tailgate. So I told myself I wasn't going to drink anything this weekend, but unfortunately I couldn't get past the tailgating part. I'm like, maybe if it's just Tito's and a little bit of sugar-free lemonade, I'll be all right because there's no sugar in it. At least it's healthier, right? So that was the rationale behind that. So, yeah.
I would have done the same thing. I'm weak.
So enlighten me, Michelle, since you on your detox only has water, that's what's in your cup. What latest and greatest sports topic has your attention besides the water that's in your cup?
You know what? Honestly, the most recent was one I talked about this today, and it's not any national football news or baseball news. It's actually youth football because it's kind of, my son plays football, and I'm kind of over all the extraness and the fights at the high school games, the fights at the middle school games, the fights at just random stuff. You have youth football games just going bananas with violence and just not knowing how to conduct themselves. And I just feel like somewhere we have to hold accountability. I don't know if our producer has a video, but did you guys see the video of the kid, the 11-year-old? It was on TMZ. He was at football practice, and he decided that him and some teammates got into an argument. Apparently, it was over chips. He ran to his mother's car, grabbed the gun out of her glove compartment, and fired a shot. It hit 2 of the kids, 13-year-olds. He's 11. So, yeah, that's what's in my cup. The video is courtesy of Fox Orlando. It happened in Florida, but you hear about situations where kids just acting a clown. So, did you guys see the video by chance?
A security camera near the field shows the 11-year-old suspect running to his mother's car. Police say he grabbed a pistol from under the seat, then fired one shot that hit 2 of his Pop Warner teammates.
My son got shot!
One of the victim's parents frantically called 911 after people ran for cover.
Where was he shot? In his day!
Both victims are expected to be okay. The fight started over a bag of chips, according to police. Pop Warner practice was canceled the following night. Soccer resumed 1 field over, but practice was optional.
Whack. I also read that the mom in that situation could be held accountable because that gun was not put in a locked situation. My thing is like, we have to hold our kids accountable because these are the same kids that are going to grow up and play in, well, maybe if they, they'll start, if they act right. College, high school, college, hopefully, they make it to their dream and aspirations, but they're not going to make it like that. So, and I think, a lot of that stems from accountability. We just let them just act a clown, act a fool on the sports field, the courts and things. This is just the norm. I'm just seeing way too much of it. And it's kind of getting a little frustrating, And
so. He's 11. He's old enough to know exactly what happened, what was going on, and he knew where this gun was at. So I mean, I get, trying to hold the mom accountable for it not being locked up or whatever, but again, he's old enough to know exactly what he was doing.
Oh yeah, he was 11. I'm thinking, I think somewhere she's still there's something going on that he just felt, that was just like a thing to do. Like you get in a fight, you just run to the car to grab the Glock out the glove compartment. Okay, no, that's not how we handle situations. So somewhere we have to learn, and people are just picking up guns and they're not picking up their fist anymore. You got to learn how to just, first off, you need to have some sort of resolve about yourself. You need to be able to control your emotions. And that's one thing I think coaches need to help these kids and need to understand. At 11, I don't know if this is first year. I don't know really what happened. Maybe he's a new kid to the team. So there's a lot of things that could be said about him. But that was interesting. I just, one of those things. What else is in my cup on a positive note? Do we have the baseball video? I think you'll like this one, Joe. I got a little baseball one for you.
Okay, let's see it.
So LA Dodgers Miguel Rojas, he had a in-game interview. And did you see this one?
Okay, let's see it.
For the Dodgers, he is the winner tonight. He gets the earpiece, the microphone, and Miguel, thanks so much for doing that.
Yeah, guys, thank you
we
for having me.
We really appreciate it. First thing we see are those shoes. You're a huge shoe guy. Well, how would you? What color is that?
Well, this is a neon green from Kike Hernandez. Kike Hernandez has his own line from Adidas. So I'm glad that I'm kind of the standard size 11, and I can get shoes from everybody.
Yeah, but I heard you use a lot of Kike stuff. A lot of Kike stuff. So what else are you using from Kike?
Yeah, so when Kike got traded, we kind of swing the same bat, and he got a bat from Marucci that I really like, and I've been using his bats and he gets here, and I don't think it's been a surprise that as soon as I start. Sorry guys, need to make this play real quick.
Okay. We're comfortable.
Thank you. Well, not that comfortable. It's the first time doing this, but I have to make the play for Lynn. He's gonna get mad at me if I don't do it.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you got to just stop what you're doing, and no matter what you're doing, and do your job. And that was a prime example of that. So I did that one just for you, Joe, because I needed to bring some baseball to the what's in my cup, so I can give you some baseball joy.
Heck yeah. No, I've seen that. I think that was like the last or the second to last Sunday Night Baseball. They've been doing that lately. It's like, I think either Rojas would then go ahead and say who he wants on the next Sunday night, or they just have fans vote on who they want. Like Harrison Bader did it for the Cardinals last year, and but they do it all the time. But then this one, LeBron says he wants to do something like this, which I don't know why LeBron is just now seeing something like this. Hey, Miss Dubs, you're late to the show.
Hi.
Calling you out. But
kind of like tag interview. What, like that tag interview? You're it.
What's that?
With the hop around. Hey, it's your turn to be on the mic'd up on the baseball.
Yeah, so I think it's the players. At least that's what I've heard before. Is the players pick who they want to be on there, but sometimes it's the just fans. But this has been going on for a little bit, so I don't know if it's because LeBron's in LA and now he's like, oh hey, a Dodger did it.
Yeah, I did see him say something about that one. Happens. That was just kind of like a bonus. You get a little action in the middle of the interview. I don't know if that's happened before, but I thought it was kind of cute. So.
Yeah, and LeBron says he wants to do something like that. I think it'd be a little bit harder for a basketball player to
definitely
breathe it all up in our ears and stuff, and I don't want to hear that.
Well, they do mic up football players sometimes too. So it's interesting. They get a little testy out there. So you can hear some words and things, but I've always said it'd be nice to mic up the kids to see how they act out on there, because you never know what they're going to say on the football field or any sport. Actually, kids just do whatever. So. Yeah. What else is in my cup? Are we still on the cup?
Keep going if you got more for us.
I think I do. So last one. I know everybody is probably tired of the whole Taylor Swift.
I was about to say, if you're about to say this stuff. All right, let's go. Let's go.
We got to do it. A lot of people are like, look, we're tired of, Taylor Swift, and anytime, I think, what was it last week? It was Taylor Swift, Colorado, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Colorado, and they were just like, look, is there anything else to talk about? But you have to understand, the Swifties came out. You got some new football fans. You got the Swifties that are all about football, and Travis Kelce's Instagram, I think his followers went up 300,000+. His jersey 400% up. What else happened with him? Oh, it was in the top 10. I think it was under top 10 and went to the 5th. Up to top 5 since Taylor Swift came to the game, and look, she was back this week. So, and she seems to cause a buzz, because you know what, bad publicity, good publicity, they're talking about it. Okay, so she's brought some light to the Kansas City Chiefs, and they won the last 2 games. So
All right, Smooth, pull up this meme. Let's see what this meme is.
What?
All right. So I understand the whole good publicity thing.
I don't know about this meme.
I know.
That's hilarious.
It's a little weird, but I just think Taylor Swift is one of the most annoying people in the world.
Well, I mean,
I'm tired of, like, if you want to watch a football game, you're not even watching the football game. You're not even watching the reigning Super Bowl champs. You're watching a press box and now you got Jake from State Farm sitting next to Kelsey's mom.
Wasn't that? I honestly thought that was pretty dope. I'm like, look at Jake from State Farm up in there.
That was funny, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, now they're dating, but obviously that's not it. But like, what the hell is Jake from State Farm doing up there with Mrs. Kelsey or Miss
right.
Kelsey?
Well,
I was doing the same thing. Unless he's getting paid to sit there, that was a sweet spot. I mean, sweet seat. So,
well, I think he does the commercials with them.
So he's
with Mahomes,
for marketing purposes, or spokesperson.
But then, like last week, this past Sunday, you have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman up there too. And then you have people talking about how she's gonna be in the next Deadpool movie. I do not want to see Taylor Swift's skinny ass in a Deadpool movie. I don't want to see.
How you really feel, man? Really, tell me.
That is how I feel.
Get it off your chest. There you go.
I take my comic book movies very seriously. I don't want to see Taylor Swift and Deadpool. Not
you
not
know
even
it.
in the background or on a billboard. I don't want to see it.
Well, it looks like she's now BFFs with my homie's wife.
How long will this last?
Oh my
How
gosh,
long
you
will
imagine
this
how annoying
last?
that conversation would be? Swift and
Again, how long
Mahomes'
does
wife.
last, y'all think? Like, so let's just say Kelsey and Swift call it a day after next week. At the end of football season, let's take a step further. After football season, all the hype will be down a little bit, and then they're gonna be what? New storyline. I mean, we got a storyline now, but it's football. I'm more interested in somebody's love life, you know?
Listen, like, she's annoying already, and I think I've said before, Kelsey kind of annoys me a little bit, but like, this is where we know what's gonna happen because it happens every time Taylor Swift gets with some dude. They're gonna break up. She's gonna blame the guy for everything, and then there's gonna be some new bop come out about Travis Kelce being an asshole, and we all know how this goes. Okay, it's been going on for 10+ years.
You
Yeah,
gonna
now
throw
we
the
got.
meme up again?
But I
Hey,
do
look.
think it was funny the
Ooh,
video of
look at that
Kelce.
meme. Ooh.
That one video of Kelsey talking to I can't think of the Chiefs coach's name. What's his name? You're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which guy did you say?
What's the Chiefs?
Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid.
Right,
Sorry.
Coach Reid, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it was like them talking, but Travis Kelce just sitting there like looking up, smiling. Like everyone's like, he's looking at Taylor right now. I'm freaking out. That's funny, but like I don't know. But have you seen the TikToks of like husbands to their wives? Like, did you see that Taylor Swift was even popular? And and that's vice versa. Like girls are like, no one
Oh
even
yeah,
knew
the
who
reverse.
Travis Kelce was, and the guys are like, baby, what are you talking about? He's a 2-time champion, the greatest tight end. Like,
Some of the memes I thought was like, hey, when we're trying to convince our husbands that we didn't know who Travis Kelce was, but we really did.
yeah,
So yeah.
it's just I don't know. But it's like anytime you go on X, Instagram, Facebook, you're seeing 3 people right now. You're seeing Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and now you got oh my gosh, what's his name from King of Queens? That meme going on? Kevin James. Have you guys seen that meme?
Uh-uh.
I haven't seen that.
Seriously? Oh my gosh, Smooth. I need you to look it up because I know you know
What
what
you
I'm
had on
talking about.
Twitter or on Instagram?
It's all over the place. It's
well, you know
all
what? I
over
ain't
the
trying to
place.
check social media today, really, but gotcha.
But yeah, it's with Kevin James. The memes are hilarious with him on it. But now, like, I saw one earlier today. It's that picture, but it's Travis Kelce's face on Kevin James' face, and he has a Taylor Swift t-shirt on because like those are the 3 faces you see anytime you go on social media right now.
Yeah, the memes are crazy. They went bananas with the memes, but I don't think it's going to end. I think it's just going to die down a little bit.
Yes, this right here.
There we go.
You tell me you guys have not seen
Yeah,
this?
I haven't seen this one. Okay.
Oh my gosh. People will just be like, just for an example, because the Astros, like, oh, Astros about to roll back again, and it's just Kevin James just sitting there, like with his hands in his pants. Just that's all over the place. And it is the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, well, Travis Kelce was on a podcast and he was mentioning that he would prefer that.
That's so damn petty. Oh my gosh, so petty. Who's coming up with these memes? Oh my goodness.
Oh geez.
Really?
Yeah, no, but Travis was like, maybe they should just kind of, lay back a little bit and just, let her enjoy the game or whatnot.
They want a storyline, and she's a paparazzi's heyday, like how Beyonce is. I mean,
well, you know how me when I guess the fly before the ref announces it. This whole Taylor Swift thing, we can move on after this, but Bunny, I know you listen to 101 ESPN. Did you hear Wednesdays with Wayno last week?
I missed it.
Hilarious, because they were asking Wayno what he thought about the whole Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing, and he, gave us things like they're both good-looking people, successful, yada yada yada. He went on to say he's a Jennifer Aniston fan, which who isn't? But he was like, I just gotta say, because they're talking about his concert he was gonna have, and he was like, he said something along the lines is like, Taylor's lucky, I'm doing this at the end of my career because she would want me type of thing. I don't know. It was just funny, but it's got everyone talking about it, So I mean, like you said, good publicity.
What are these memes, really, y'all? Oh my gosh.
There's so many of those. So yeah, if you just keep popping those up throughout the show, that'd be hilarious. But
Hey, Trees.
there's so many.
Yeah. I don't know. What else is in my cup? Oh, Lexi Brown. Do you have that picture? So NBA 2K didn't do Lexi Brown. Well, she's not happy. She said some words in regards to her 2K avatar, and which I'm not mad at her because it didn't. They didn't really do her any justice. I don't know if you've seen the picture, but she was definitely not happy of her portrayal of her. I guess that avatar in the game. So.
Understood is if you're going to include us. And by us, I mean a group of people, it doesn't matter who, like that's not usually included in something, and all of a sudden you want to include them in something. We are featured in NBA 2K. We've been in 2K the last 2 or 3 2Ks, and everything has been fine. We've got face scans, they make us look okay, yada yada. For whatever reason this year, they said, fuck the WNBA, because look at my player. Just leave us out the game if you don't even want to try. Y'all could at least look at me. Are you?
Wow, she got a point. Wow.
She
said, look at me. She should be like, look at that's not me.
You're right.
I'm only laughing because she laughed. Okay, so I'm not an asshole. I'm laughing because she laughed.
Hey, it looked like they were waiting to put her wig on or something. I don't even know.
I was like, why the hairline way back there?
The hairline was horrible. It just
more like cornrows. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know what. Yeah. I can see why she's a lot upset. So All right. So, Cutie, you got anything in your cup? All right.
What about you, Bunny? What's in your cup?
Girl. So I have not worn my hair wrapped since last winter because I usually get my hair straightened when it's not humidity. However, apparently an NBA player, better known as Jimmy Buckets, wants to wear a wrap hairstyle for Media Day and thought that is the look to have.
Get it, sis.
Man, he ain't even waiting for the fall, cool fall weather. He think I'm gonna do this now. And not just the wrap look, because first his ends aren't clipped, but secondly, he said I'm gonna wear the little earring in my eyebrow, my lips, my chin, all that good stuff. So this is the quote unquote emo version, as he called himself, of Jimmy Buckets. Woo, child.
This was some of the funniest shit I've seen on social media this week. I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing we need is some wind blowing. Sis. He just needs some wind blowing.
Bruh and sis. Really? Who says Jimmy Buckets? You can have your hair straight, and I don't care. But at least clean it up and make it look presentable. On top of this emo look, because you don't get the black fingernail polish too on his nails. It's like, who said this is great Media Day look? This is gonna represent Jimmy Buckets. That's the case, bro. You should have got a lace front. You'd have looked better in a lace front.
He really woke up and said, "I'm gonna kill him."
Man, he ain't killing his whole style and personality with this look. You ain't kill. Look, you would have been better off with a lace front wig. IJS.
Oh, Smooth. If you have that picture I put in our chat today, you should show that one because that one had me.
That's the emo Jimmy Buckets.
LOL.
That's in my cup.
Got it smoothed out a little bit. Got the ends trimmed. What she said?
She said Dennis Rodman wannabe. Maybe, maybe not. Because throughout the season, Jimmy Buckets doesn't have these far out looks per se.
He just does it for Media Day. So I
know, and so that's
funny.
Wannabe maybe, but not right. If he did it for the whole season, then I can say maybe, or it's his own version of a Dennis Rodman, but it's just Media Day. But it's still not a good look. Damn, bro.
I don't know what
it's
going
like this. You need to go right. Get the ends clipped, clean it up some. I'm just saying.
I mean, if he wanted people to talk about him, there you go. You got it.
But yo, game.
Yeah, I lied. There's 4 people you see on social media right now: Taylor Swift, Kevin James, Travis Kelce.
hey, Jimmy, there we go.
Right.
That's all I've been seeing.
But the NBA is loving Jimmy Buckets' look because it got people talking. He's an NBA player, and the season's less than a month away. So, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Did y'all see this? Getting all the likes and clicks and the views.
It just looks like he can just sweat it out though. Them edges gonna curl up real quick.
I'm saying his stylist did him wrong on that because you should have cleaned him up better than that. I'm just saying. And all the hour we had to put making our hair look cute and us look good, nails, bro, represent.
You all that money he has, he could have got that nice little blowout, smoothed out.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we don't like emo Jimmy Buckets. We want regular Jimmy Buckets. Let your game speak for us.
I think you should go like that on the court. It would be hilarious. You know how much of a distraction that'd be for other teams? They'd be laughing on the
down,
court.
zigzag on the court, and that hair just flying with it. As long as he keeps them scoring up, that's what he does good. So maybe, but yeah, that's that emo Jimmy I wasn't feeling. What did Patrice say? Patrice said his hair is usually a nappy mess. The nails and hair for media day, straight Rodman reject. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Patrice really don't like that hairstyle. I thought it was to give him the business.
No, I don't like it either though. I can't. He need to come back with whatever that last
He
one
usually
was.
has it braided, and even if it's braided to the back, 2 big braids or something, it's fade, whatever. Look better than that crap. That's all I'm saying. Clean it up some. Anyway, but that's what's in my cup, ladies. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Miss Chalet, do you watch NFL Weekly? Are you in NFL Fantasy League or anything?
So I am in a fantasy league, so we can talk about the Bills because my quarterback is Josh Allen. They had a great game.
Great. So let's go. Takeaways. Josh Allen had a great game. Okay.
Yeah.
But with this great game, the Bills won 48-20, and the Dolphins actually looking good up until that game. But so Josh Allen helped you get some points on your fantasy team?
Yeah, I won this week. I actually lost the last 2 weeks in a row, but I'm hitting over 200, so I don't understand how that even happens when you get over 200 points and you lose your fantasy league, your fantasy game. So this week, thank you, Josh Allen. He gave me like 69 points. Put Miami in their place. You know, they was real. They got a big old humble pie this week.
Game, like I said, Tua wasn't looking good because we didn't know what to expect because the last 2 seasons he's been injured, got all that hype coming out of college. We didn't see it, but now we do up until that game. So
let me see who 49ers are 4-0.
What's going on with the Buccaneers? Aren't they like 3-1?
The Bucks? Let's see.
Yeah, they're 3-1 right now. I just kind of felt like going into the year seemed a little bit older, lose TB12, and you just kind of had just a good average quarterback, Baker, go there, and they're rolling out some dubs right now. So I wasn't paying attention to their other opponents throughout the weeks, but so far they look pretty good too.
The Panthers suck. Yeah, they're 0-4.
You just said something.
Just suck.
You know what though? I'm gonna give love to all my Houston fans on Twitter. H-Town might have found their QB.
Really?
They like him. They like their Stroud kid. They like him.
I had him on my fantasy team. I didn't think, I don't know. I got rid of him and picked up a wide receiver or something, and I should have left him on the bench to see what was going to happen. And somebody scooped him right on up, and now he's just gone in the wind. So,
yeah, I mean, he might be the real deal. I know they had some injuries this past week, but also I love JJ Watt. He retired in H-Town today. Retired his number, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, they might have found their actual QB that will last them a little bit. So they ain't gonna win the Super Bowl this year, but I just know from all my Astros fans on Twitter or X, I gotta stop saying that they're pretty happy about them.
I'm old school. It's Twitter until
Elon
Musk changes to something else because this ain't gonna be the last time I do.
And he's about to make you pay for whatever you want to call it. So I'm not about to be on there because I don't have that many followers on Twitter anyway. So yeah, he's talking about that whole make you pay again. So X, Twitter, I'll have 0. I'll have Facebook, I'll have Meta. That's what is Instagram. So yeah, and Threads.
Also, I guess if we're gonna talk about football, we gotta bring up Belichick's worst loss of his career.
What? Belichick?
Oh yeah, 338.
Yeah, so
to Dallas. Hey.
Yeah, the Cowboys fans to get another feather in their cap and thinking they are the best thing since sliced bread.
They're loving that one.
Girl.
There's a big not upsets, but just big scores to little scores this week. I mean, 38-3, 27-3. 30-6, 28-3.
Now
Like
that Bengals lost, that
lopsided.
22-3, I was surprised at that one. Like, it's the Titans not bad, but they're not good either. But for the Bengals to only get 3 points offensively, like, what is going on there?
That's some fantasy score killers right there.
They are. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, not for me, but the people I play.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
okay with it. My team did fairly well this week. I'm happy, and we get defensive players on our fantasy league, so I had some nice scores. So
okay,
I didn't complain at all. Led by the one and only Josh Allen, who is like got the most fantasy points out of all the quarterbacks right now. So I'll take it. Hopefully,
another shocker are the Steelers, though. Even though they lost 36, it's deeper than that. What is their problem? Last season was a flop, but rolling over this season, ever since Big Ben finally got his farewell tour, they haven't found a true quarterback replacement. I don't know I don't know what's going on, but it's, to me, from what Mike Tomlin been at the helm all these years, this is not looking like a Steelers team. This is like a Mike Tomlin coach Steelers. I don't know what's going on, but they need to fix it, or he may be the hot seat. The Steelers don't fire coaches like that. They believe in their coaches and they keep them for a while. But it's got me scratching my head. But in other good news, though, on the same conference, the Ravens, who won 28-3, I picked them, remember, to win the AFC Championship. They are looking good. Woohoo! So
let's go ahead and pull up those standings.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and one thing I can say about, even with the teams losing that they, typically have won in the past, the fans are sticking with them. I like seeing the fans that'll stay with them no matter what, because I have some Steelers friends that are fans, are big fans of the Steelers, and of course Dallas, and they're just going to ride or die with those teams. So shout out to the true fans. You don't jump ship. I'm a player type of person. I like players, not really necessarily teams.
Okay. Well, are you surprised of the play of not Stafford? Who's the quarterback for the Lions? They did the trade. I forgot. Is it Stafford? No.
That's the old Rams quarterback.
Jared Goff. Yeah. Look how he's marching them down. Got them Lions at 3-1 right now. I said, what?
It's our team.
Because who's not leading their team in that same division, who's sucking, which is the Bears as always. Justin Fields, I thought he's to have a better chance. They can't even get a W. They gave a game away this past Thursday. Like, what, Indy? Like, seriously. I know it's only 4 weeks into the season, but by now everybody's got settled in on the offensive scheme, the defensive scheme, special teams. You know how your coach is gonna do you. I don't even feel sorry for them. Like, I don't know what, but I just wanted some good light shed on Justin Fields because I thought he was gonna get better, and he's not. So, and
he still had a career high game, 335 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, but when you help. I guess it's more the defense. They
got to do something because you can't have a quarterback that's doing amazing things.
Right, he's doing a lot of work and it has nothing to show for it. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Any other games or any other division leaders or losers stick out to you all? Like, no surprise the Jets are 1-3 since Aaron Rodgers went down first game. I know they weren't rebounding from that. Yeah. We know the Chiefs, which I know Joe Boy, you had them picking to win it all, correct?
With the Bengals?
No, the Chiefs.
I had the Bengals.
Oh, okay. That must have
been. Bengals ain't looking too hot right now either, but Joe Burrow said he's feeling good now, so hopefully
it's 4 weeks in. We still have 14 more games, so still up. It's not a long season, but it's not that short either. So 14 games, a lot can happen.
So, and just some facts, though, Chicago does have an opportunity to make it to the Super Bowl. It's happened before. 164 teams have started 0-4, and 1 have reached the postseason. So, they don't count them out yet.
Yeah, I would not count them in either. So, what they playing, you gave away a win you should have had in the bag, and you gave it away, then that tells me your season's not going to go good.
Yep.
So, yeah. What else in the NFC West? Am I shocked at this? Seattle being 3-1, no. San Fran undefeated, that's not a shocker. The Rams being 2-2, I want them to have a losing record always. Ever since they left St. Louis, forget them and their organization. The Cardinals, I believe we did think they were not going to do good. So, no shock there. NFC South, anybody stick out to you all, winners or losers? You already mentioned Carolina.
Yeah, horrible.
What about AFC South? Everybody is even. It's anybody can win that division because they're all had the same record.
Just like they bounce it back and forth. Let's share these wins.
Eyes and pick one. That's what this is.
Oh, look at the AFC East: 3-1, 3-1, 1-3, 1-3. I mean, hey, I don't. It's like, yeah, that side over there.
Yeah. So the takeaway. So yeah, I mean, nothing's really sticking out big besides, of course, again, I told you Steelers aren't looking like they should. We knew the Jets were not going to be good once Aaron Rodgers went down. At Philly, my team, fly Eagles fly. So everything is looking like I think it should look, excluding the West. Besides the Chiefs being up there, which I expected, the Broncos 1-3. I thought with Sean Payton having a new chance, new scheme, Broncos will be better than what they are. And I told you I'd give Russell some time, but I don't know what else to say besides the defense.
Yeah.
They got that butt whoop 70s or whatever. That was the more defense and offense. Like, how the heck do y'all let that get that bad? Really? So there you have it. So we got a week 4 under the belt. And hopefully Michelle A's fantasy team can keep kicking butt.
Please.
Do you have like anything at the end of the season? You get any special thing when y'all do?
I get money.
Money.
I get dollars.
Okay.
Money. Yes. So I'm in a league. You know, we all pitch in whatever the price is, and then at the end of the season, top scores each week win something. The most wins win something. You make it to playoffs. We play each other, and the top winner at the end wins something. So, yeah, money. That's
very, very, very important.
Let's go, Josh Allen. I just need my entire team. I got the Kansas City Chiefs as my defense. They did all right this week. They did better last week. So we'll see how they fare out. So
okay. And speaking of, if you think the Chiefs are gonna make it all the way to the Super Bowl, what about the halftime show for the Super Bowl? Y'all hear who's gonna be performing?
Absolutely. As soon as I heard, I went and looked up tickets and I almost vomited.
Yeah, I think they're higher as Beyonce tickets, maybe even higher.
$10,000 is the cheapest price you can get to a Super Bowl game. That's one person, my friends. 10,000.
Just wait until we know what team's in there.
10,000.
Probably go up once it's
definitely higher than Beyonce tickets just to see the Super Bowl. But your entertainment at halftime would be worth it, right? The one and only Usher Raymond the Fourth.
Yeah, did you see the how they announced that with Coach Prime?
I know. Oh,
yeah, we had a plane before the show.
Yeah, you missed it because Jeffrey. Yeah, he had a plane.
There's a couple different ones they did though. Did they do Odell as well?
OBJ, I saw that one.
They did that. I think they did a Kardashian and someone else.
They got smart with the marketing on that. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious how they did that. But I'm excited. Usher was like my very first crush growing up, so I'll be dancing in the living room.
I heard he's gonna have tasteful pole dancers also. So
Ooh, what's the version of tasteful do y'all mean? Like
I don't know. I've seen videos from like his residency in Vegas, and he definitely don't need them, or it doesn't matter regardless of what he brings, whether he brings the tasteful ones or anybody. He's gonna cause controversy. Nobody's gonna like the tasteful pole dancers. They're just gonna be like, why? So, but I'm hearing he's still bringing them. So maybe I don't really know what tasteful is. Maybe they'll be in leotards. Hurt to the knees. I don't know.
I mean, at this point in his career, what does he have to lose? Like even when Janet Jackson had her whole controversy, you're not putting out a new album where you're trying to get millions. Like you've done a lot. Not saying you don't have any more room, but what do you have to lose? Because you're not looking at endorsements right now. You have a residency that you just kicked out the water, made buku money off of.
Yep.
I mean,
this is just like a plus for him. Usher doesn't need it.
Right.
It's amazing to be able to watch it, and it's going to be. I think he's going to put on a show. I think he's going to. I'm thinking he's going to have one of the most memorable ones that we've seen because Usher's a performer. So excited to see him. Mm-hmm.
What is you all's if you can remember your most memorable Super Bowl performance you've seen?
So I wasn't there, obviously, and I think I wasn't even watching, but I went back to watch it because I was a Michael Jackson fan. I've got to say, I really enjoyed watching the Michael Jackson halftime performance. And I'm not going to lie, I like hip hop. So I liked last year's performance with the hip hop artist, big old chubby 50 Cent flipping upside down. That was cool for me. So, yeah.
I think with 50's performance with Mary J and Dr.
Mary
Dre,
J,
it was nostalgic. So I guess if you were a 90s and 2000s baby,
Yeah.
you may be like, eh. But I think when I was young, I really want to watch Super Bowl halftime. So let's say when I started watching it, teenage years and up, and they had artists on there that was, much older than me. I'm just like, okay. So of course it's catering to me though. That's the thing. So it makes sense when you get some of these artists like get what people going to watch and tune in who really want to see it. So he'll definitely have all eyes on him. Like we know he's a true entertainer performer. So I'm here for a great choice.
So Miss Williams says she enjoyed last year's show too.
Yeah.
Did you like 50 Cent Upside? That was crazy. He caused a lot of controversy. I forget who was talking about him, but he was saying,
"Hey, Upside Down."
Movie. Yeah, you don't. Yes, 50. So
was
50
that last year?
Was
it last year? Rihanna?
No, the year. Yeah. Am I thinking of the wrong show?
You're thinking of Super Bowl.
Maybe 20.
Rihanna was this year. Rihanna was February this year.
I'm sorry, it was 2022. Rihanna was 23, and then Usher's going to be 24. Okay, so Miss Williams liked Rihanna. I like Rihanna, but I think her being pregnant kind of took away from a little bit of what she could have done out there.
Yeah, I liked the Rihanna one too, and mainly because she wasn't, going around, which obviously she was pregnant, but all the songs, like every single Rihanna song is literally like high school, college. That's what I think about whenever I think of Rihanna. They're all bops too, they're all catchy. Me and Brendan walked out to what's that song? Made Love in a Hopeless Place. I can't think of the title of the song, but that was our entrance song at our wedding reception because it was just a real popular song at the time. But that it's just different ones. Like that one's memorable because one, it's in my head from last year, or this year. I still think Beyonce did great. I really enjoyed Beyonce's, and with the whole group coming out, Kelly and them, that was awesome. And they did Single Ladies with her. And then if you're thinking like memorable, I still remember being a little kid on my grandma's couch seeing Janet Jackson's boob on TV. That obviously sticks into your head as a kid seeing that. But those ones stick out obviously.
Ms. Williams said Rihanna put on a great performance. The dancers' costumes were a little strange. I think that's just her whole theme of it, just different. And of course, as long as the belly was shown, that was the whole focal point of it. But
style today is weird to me. Like some of the things you see these people wearing on red carpets, I'm like, okay, like all right.
Everybody's taste and style is completely just way different these days. To each its own, and you got your audience. A lot of these celebrities and artists have their audience of people who love whatever it is that they throw on. Ooh, that's hot. I'm gonna wear that tomorrow. No, it's not. Don't do that. But they do it anyway. So I was looking at a best halftime Super Bowl shows of all time, and one of the lists said Prince from 2007. His performance was number 1. But then to each its own on that list. Prince put on a good show too. To me, I like Prince, but
I try to recall that one. 2007. I have to go to YouTube and look up the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other memorable moments that stick out from Super Bowl shows?
Yeah, like Shakira and Jennifer Lopez did one.
That was all right. Yeah.
All right, so I liked that one only because it was like the Super Bowl was right after my abuela passed away, and everything was Hispanic feeling, and made me think of her. So I liked that one. I forgot about that one already, but then Bruno Mars. That one was
Bruno Mars
cool.
was a good one.
Too bad the Super Bowl sucked that year too.
Sometimes we're just here for the halftime performance. Sometimes we're just here for that.
The one
I don't care where the fans are. They're not here for the game. They're here for the party and the halftime show. And
the one I didn't like was, and it's not his problem, it's because it was the COVID year, was The Weeknd. I was really excited about that one, and that one I just didn't like that one at all.
You know what? I can't even remember it. That's probably
it was just like him walking in a mirror maze. It looked like, honestly, that's like, I don't know. I just didn't like it, and obviously it's not his fault again because it was during the COVID year. But it was just blah.
Yeah.
Our fearless producer says Bruno Mars was his favorite. So
I liked how he was jamming on the drums and whatnot, and I just like how he moves. I like how he moves, and his voice is great. And yeah,
Let's see. Patrice says she also liked Prince. What about Lady Gaga?
I thought she did good.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember Lady Gaga.
Let's see. U2. I
That
don't
was
know.
cool.
Bruce Springsteen did one with
wasn't feeling that at all.
Yeah, well,
because sometimes it's not just about the music, but it's your dancers or your entertainment with that. You need to perform. So if you're a band and don't physically do all your dance moves, that's fine. But all that around you needs to be doing that though.
Yeah.
Entertain me with a big old football field, all that space you got. Fill it up and do something with it, okay?
Tony Bennett and Patti LaBelle does not scream football to me, but they did a halftime performance show. 1995.
That's what I don't know. Okay.
I was about to say,
I'm like,
I was 1 year old at that time, so I don't remember what in the world that was.
Oh, who thought of that as a good idea for the NFL front office?
That just made me feel real old.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. No, like that's what like people. This is totally off topic, but like the Twins, which we'll get to it eventually, but they just won their first playoff game since 2004, and then they just won their first playoff series since 2002. And it's like I was in the 4th grade and then the 2nd grade the last time they were like good in the playoffs. So it's just weird. It's weird.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry, but not sorry. But okay.
I'm a baby.
He's a baby.
Oh, wow, that's good. Well,
the 90s baby at that. Mid-90s baby.
94.
So let's see. Well, sticking with the football, let's go into college football. Week 5 takeaways. Do you watch college football?
M-I-Z.
So, yes. Zoo, go. Yes. Had a fabulous game. Did you go to the game when it was here? I did not. Did anybody get a chance to go down? I heard it was packed. The fans were down there enjoying the show.
I was watching it from the comfort of my home, but I was quite entertained.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Cook is shutting up them haters and naysayers, and I'm so happy Luther Burden is found. We're getting
They
to see
both
why he was
look
highly recruited.
amazing. They both look amazing. Yeah. It's just it's a beautiful thing to watch them play and just watch them win right now. So yeah, watch some Mizzou. I'm in the studio on Saturday, so I've got the little TV on, or I have my laptop going. Like, what am I watching? Obviously I am, and you call me on the bandwagon, but I'm watching a lot of the Colorado games. I'm just win, lose, or draw. I'm enjoying it. I just like just everything around it, because he's built, he keeps saying I'm building something. It's just nice to watch. And if you watch, he is. Every week they get better. Regardless, they lost. Obviously, they got the brakes beat off of them by Oregon. But this last game, had they just come out and played like they did that second half, man, that could have, they almost had it. You wouldn't have missed the 3-point. If you wouldn't have missed your field goal, and you wouldn't have missed, what else they missed? That 2-point conversion. It's a 3-point game at the end of the half. At the end of the, I just feel like if you get close to 3 points, you just have more momentum. Maybe you could have did just a little bit more, but that was a good game. I watched that. I like that. I just, what is it? Marion Wilson? No, that's not. I'm thinking of.
Who's another receipt? Ooh.
No, it was a freshman from Louisiana. Marion Miller, the freshman that came out, 196 yards, I think, receiving yards and a touchdown in the game. Yeah. So the freshman Pac-12 Player of the Week. Just watching, I just seeing people just get in, and that's their first opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to shine, and you shine like that, just to show that they've been paying attention, and they come out. And it wasn't like he was just getting some wide open passes and, oh, hey, I'm just catching this. Those were some tough catches that young man made. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I almost get tears in my eyes when I see good plays. So just watching that game, watching him just excel like that was amazing. And then, even Shador just throwing those, throwing the touchdowns. They weren't easy for him either. He's throwing hard, he's throwing passes, and, Amaria is catching them. It's crazy just to watch. So it was a nice game. I look forward to seeing them win, lose, or draw this weekend play as well. I just like to see the progression of that, and I can't wait to see what they're going to be doing in the next year or two to shut up the naysayers.
Yeah, Deion's definitely giving Colorado must see TV. He's second so much in so little time. And like I said, even with those 2 losses they've had, they're going to have probably a couple more losses.
Yeah.
They've done so much in a short amount of time with a revamped roster. And next year, when they switch conferences, you're really going to see like, okay, what are they really made of? So he's definitely going to have better recruits and everything. This is just only gets better for him. So shout out to him. Like I said, what he's done. Like even Jackson State, he left his footprint down there for those 3 years he was down there. You talking about Marion Miller, him?
There we go. Yep. 91.3, highest graded wide receiver. He did amazing things last week. It was just a beautiful thing to watch. And I look forward to seeing him get the opportunity to do it again this week. And I think they got Travis Hunter back this week too, if I'm not mistaken.
Supposedly, and that's what would be even better. So unfortunately, when Travis got hurt, he'd be out in a couple of games. But with Omarion coming up, and we see what he can do. Those two, Hunter and Miller, dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Man, give them a whole other year together. Deadly weapon. So watch out.
And they had the young man that I think that was filling in for Travis Hunter. I cannot think of it on defense. He made some critical plays also. I can't think of his name right now. I feel bad. I should have known that. But he did some really good things on the defensive side. Again, I just wish they would have had a better first half because it would have been an interesting end of the second half had they done
Another
that.
upset. I wish they would have got it. But the biggest weakness I've seen, which I saw honestly back on not when they got their butts beat by Oregon. Actually, it is one when they got the sleeves beat off of them was the O-line. They just can't, like, you can put $1 million in them in front of the Shador for them to protect that money, get that, and they won't. It's horrible. That's their biggest weakness, but I know it can only get better. So it's everything's not going to be turned around in one day or one season, but you just see, like you said, a progression of them. So for you to get your butt beat by Oregon in an higher ranked team because USC was number 8.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And only a touchdown that you lost. It's getting better.
And so
and
look at the money he's bringing into Colorado too. I mean, it's not even just. I mean, he's doing amazing things for that whole community. The economic impact that he's bringing up there as well. So you got to think about the businesses, everybody that's affected in a good way. That's positive stuff. So it's hard to see a lot of people kind of hate on him when he's actually doing things. And it's not just football wise he's bringing. Yeah, it's all surrounded by football, but you got to think of the economic impact he's bringing. People are watching, people are paying attention. You're getting fans that haven't really paid attention to football now watching football. Maybe they'll find another team to watch. So I think it's just a beautiful thing that what's happening up at Colorado right now. So.
All right. And let's bring on that top 25 of college football rankings. Because, again, you said earlier, MIZ, ZOU has cracked it. Now in the top 25, they are ranked number 21. So shout out to the stay home team. But Georgia's still number 1. I will say this, though, because not just with the All Eyes on Colorado's program, the SEC is still talked about. To me, they're the best football conference. But this year, not so much. You got Georgia number 1. And then the next closest SEC team is Alabama at number 11. So you only have one SEC team in the top 10. Usually at least get 2. But Alabama's right there knocking. But it's the top 25, you got 3 other players, but you usually won't see. Ole Miss, Mizzou, and LSU. Now LSU usually be in there, but Ole Miss, Mizzou, they're not in the top 25 for football and SEC. So it's like, whoa, what's going on here? I think Alabama, they got great recruits, but they didn't they got out recruited from other teams, and you're seeing it. Kentucky's there too. But again, top 10, we used to have 2 teams right now. We only got 1. So but shout out to ACC basketball schools that are football schools minus UK, which is Kentucky because they're SEC, but Duke and North Carolina are both. So what are y'all thoughts on how the top 25 is looking?
I like it. I just see, it's ever changing, and I just like to see upsets. So I like to see it shift around and switch and move around. So I want to see Mizzou continue rising and just showing their talent. So.
Okay, cool. And Jobo, besides Mizzou, have you followed any other college football teams or games?
No, like you guys, I've told you all before that, I've been paying attention to Colorado. They've went down a little bit, but Mizzou, X is happy I feel like I'm saying like X gonna give it to you, but X is happy, and in our region, whenever Mizzou's playing good, anything. So that's good to see. My husband gets pumped up seeing Mizzou playing good. So that's my main thing right now is Mizzou because it's. When's the last time they were 4-0, 5-0, whatever it was? So it's been a bit.
Cool. All right. Well, excuse me. Let's see. So we can segue, Jovo, from your football talk because you're the expert in all things baseball. And without further ado, you touched a little bit on it, but we can go on to your baseball. And don't forget to talk about our beloved preseason for hockey blues. So baseball first, playoffs, postseason, your picks, how you think it's panning out so far?
So with how my picks went for the regular season, I am not going to pick anything because I thought the Cardinals were going to be in the series. They're not going to be in the series, let alone the playoffs, and they're going to be like a top 5 draft team, or they're going to have a top 5 draft pick. So I ain't saying anything for who I want, or we all know who I want to win, but who I think's going to win. But no, playoffs are back. It's exciting. So far, it looks like every team in the wild card or every series is going to be a sweep. The Twins, like I said earlier, won their first game since 2004 yesterday, and today they won their first series since 2002. So that's exciting for Minnesota. Their team is sneaky good. It doesn't have a lot of like big name guys on there, but they're good. Yeah, obviously they're here, but they're going to H-Town to play the Astros on Saturday. The Rangers went to Tampa and swept them, which the Blue Jays and Tampa, they're good ball clubs, and they both scored only 1 run in 2 games, so they just choked. Right now we do have the D-backs and the Brewers game going right now. D-backs I last saw was 5-2, I think. And that one's going to be a surprise if they end up sweeping in Milwaukee. And then this one here that I got on right now was the Phillies against the Marlins. I mean, I kind of think everyone knew the Phillies were going to win. It really wasn't. It's not going to be a surprise. It'd be surprised if the Marlins win a game, but I don't think it's going to happen. So that's the wild card round. And then if everyone sweeps, we're not going to have playoff baseball for 2 nights, which is very depressing. Get us all excited.
That's the question.
Yeah, get us all excited for playoff baseball. It's going to be over for 2 days. So, but I don't know. It's still exciting. There's been some good games going on. Since I mentioned the Rays, if Smoooth wants to bring this up, Tampa, it's been very well known that it is quite impossible to get to their field, Tropicana Field. And I understand that it's a 2:00 start time, 1:00 their time, I guess. But it is the playoffs. And just go ahead and show this, Smoooth. Okay, this is bad. It's bad.
Playoff game?
That is a playoff.
It looked like a preseason game in Jupiter.
Where the fans at?
It looks like a preseason.
Oh.
So I don't know if you saw what I put in the chat right before the show started. I don't know if you can share that or not, but the Royals, who lost like 103 games this year, their last regular season game of the year had more fans than they had at a playoff game. It's the smallest crowd for a playoff game since 1919.
Any reason behind that? Like,
like I said, it's like impossible to get to their. People talk about all the time. The not the arena, but just everything there is ass.
You like the logistics on traffic.
Oh, so okay.
It's like everything
like
in the stadium sucks.
It's not anywhere near Tampa, but it's like on the outskirts.
Yeah, it's in St. Pete. And this is
they gotta fix that. That's horrible.
They're not even in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Mm-hmm. They could fill up their arenas, their stadiums, but a team that's been in the playoffs the last however many years and just in the World Series in 2020, and they can't fill anything. You should hear it during just the regular season. Regular season, you can hear a pin drop. Like it's bad, but they're a team that's going to be getting a new stadium, and they're going to build it in St. Pete. Why are you building it in the same exact spot?
Why would you build
Tampa
something
Bay?
brand new and spend all that money just to get the same fans?
Is it the land is not available in Tampa to do it, or they don't have the tax break they want? There's always politics involved with these stadiums.
I honestly don't know, but I mean, they're called the Tampa Bay Rays. Their fans are from Tampa Bay.
They should be the St. Pete Rays.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's depressing. I hate seeing that because it's a the Rays are weird.
Are you a true Rays fan to where you would care like, oh, it's the person your fans aren't showing up with? You're a Astros and Cardinals fan, so you would care about our attendance in our stadiums, right? Not necessarily theirs.
Yeah, that's going to be their new stadium right there. Bet it doesn't look like that once with how packed it is, but no, I mean it's just sad seeing it though. Like
with the animation.
Yeah, it's just sad seeing like with the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's is strictly because of ownership. They just sell off all their studs, trade them, and then they just have a AAA team pretty much. And then once they get to a certain, whenever they start playing good and they're going to need a payday, they trade them off. They just do that over and over again.
That sounds similar to, not the same storyline, but similar to the movie Major League. She wanted the team to tank so bad so she could relocate the team. And it sounded like what Oakland A's wanted them to tank for years because they know the city wasn't going to be able to fund the stadium, and they use that as an excuse and bad attendance to give them a reason to relocate, and they'll be in Vegas within the next couple of years.
That's when Oakland's the one that had the oh my gosh, what was it called? Like a reverse strike type thing where they filled up. It was against the Rays actually, but the place was packed. Like yelling, sell the team, this and that and whatnot, because they just wanted to show like, hey, we do care about this team. We're going to show up to the stadium if you actually put a good product on the field, but they don't. Like Matt Olson, and he's now with the Braves. They traded him to the Braves, and he has the Braves record now for most home runs in franchise history. Like he's a stud. Sean Murphy, Matt Chapman, all these guys, they were all Oakland A's, and they just traded them because they know they weren't going to be able to afford them whenever they hit free agency. And so teams like that, it's depressing, but that's what it looks like.
I just can't imagine that's lucrative to somebody's pocketbook to put something there and to not fill up the stands. Like that makes no sense. I'm gonna spend these hundreds of millions of dollars to build a new stadium, and I can't even pack it. I don't know. Is there what type of property is around it, or what type of attractions are around it that entice people? Is there any type of resort, like water parks or theme parks or anything else outside of just the baseball stadium?
I honestly do not know. I just know like from people that have driven there. Like there's this guy, his name's Joe's. He's part of the John Boy family. He went there last year and he was like, took forever to get there. It just like everything, like the sound system sucks. The facilities suck. Like everything is just bad. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
I just don't know how they can sustain that,
Right. But what does make sense is where they put the St. Louis City SC Stadium, downtown West.
Yes.
And that's a good spot. Good fans to get to, and we have fans coming in for a playoff soon. Jobo, they can tell us what the record is and what place the St. Louis City SC club finished.
Well, they're best in the West. They're gonna be in the playoffs, which I looked it up today. I think it says it starts on October 25th, but their website doesn't actually show any games that day. But playoffs start soon. They're the first expansion team that's won 17 games, I think. Yeah, 17 wins for an expansion club, and I mean,
that's a record, right? Yeah.
That's if you're on any sort of social media and you see anything about the City SC team, that place has been rocking for months. Everyone's enjoying it, having a good time. We had KC, our quote unquote rival, one of our rivals, with Kansas City. They came to town this past weekend, and I got a Smoooth. You can go ahead and show this video. I thought this was badass. That's awesome.
We're not in Kansas anymore. I like that.
I like that. I had the the Wicked Witch of the West music going on from Wizard of Oz, and they have that. So that was awesome. Yeah, just look how cool that photo is. But,
And
yeah,
see, unlike your St. Pete's team, you can take the metro down to get there. So, and there's a lot of attractions, so it's going to stay full. And that photo was pretty dope.
right, they put it, they got the stadium right next to the aquarium, the wheel, and all that awesome stuff they got. Then you got down the road Scott Trade, and then down the road a little more you got Busch Stadium, and then down the road more you got the Arch, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you're supposed to do it. But shoot, City SC. Can we talk about my guy Klaus?
Yeah, Klaus that was injured that came back and has been back on fire, giving us more goals and
2 goals last week. Besides Messi, he's the #1 selling soccer or kit, whatever you want to call it in soccer, jersey.
Woohoo!
Who would have thought?
Put on for your city. Put on.
Trying to push my son to play soccer more. He just signed up his first year ever playing, and I'm like, okay, I got to learn how to. And it's not a game; it's a match we're going to. So
yeah, match.
I'm trying to learn how to play. I'm like, he's a goalie. They made him be goalie. They're like, you do really well at this. We're gonna leave you right here. I'm like, that looks like a lot of what is that word? Responsibility. So, but no, it's a beautiful thing to watch. I'm trying to learn it. I don't know soccer, but I know St. Louis loves soccer. There are soccer parks everywhere. It's like huge. It's a huge thing. So yeah.
Miss Williams said Klaus is a beast, and Patrice said that's a super dope picture. I know.
I love that. That's so
cool. Halloween. Yep.
They not in
Kansas. Awesome. Yeah, that place. I mean, if you ever watch a game, it's just rocking every single week. Everyone's having fun and chanting and doing the whole flag thing the entire time. Arms are probably dead by the end of the match.
Maybe they pass it off to their buddy and then they pass it back to them. Like they take turn, like you take passing beer, pass the flag.
Yeah, it looks fun. So I can't wait. It's like I said, I looked it up. It said October 25th. It's the first, but you go to MLS's website, it doesn't show. So maybe it's not showing anything because we don't know what the matchups are yet. But that should be fun. It'll be fun for sure.
All right. And while we're downtown and while we're going around the corner from the city park where the city of St. Louis soccer club plays, let's go down to the Enterprise Center because who plays there? The 2019 Stanley Cup champions and hopefully 2024 Stanley Cup champions, those Blues.
Right around the corner. I think opening night's like next week.
You are correct. What's it looking like, Joe? But last year, I had faith in them. You did not, and you were right. I was wrong.
Whoa! I had them beginning of the year.
By the mid-season, you didn't have faith, and I said no. Give them some try. He's like no, but you were right. Y'all were tired of watching them like how we were tired of watching the Cards this season when they were sucking on. Just I don't want to see y'all like.
Well, no. Beginning of the year, there was a writer on NHL. Or maybe it was on the Athletics saying they're not a playoff team. And I thought that person was drunk. Apparently we were drunk because they sucked. I did not think with the names that were on it's honestly like the same thing with the Cardinals, like the names on the roster were too good to be as bad as they were. And then at the deadline they just traded all those studs away and you try to go from there, but I mean this year you got pretty much a lot of the same people. No ROR. We got BN Willis. Hey, y'all, see you soon. Is that okay? All right, Coach Willis. I like that. You got a new captain, Braden Shen, which I think he's a perfect choice for it. Hopefully Kyrou and Thomas have bounce back years because they weren't disappointing last year, but you were kind of hoping for a little bit more. You got Perunovic and Jake Neighbors as some of the other rookies and the usual. You got Toropchenko, you got Sundqvist coming back. So, I mean, there's names there. Buchnevich. Who else am I missing? I don't know. I saw the lines on Twitter or X, oh my gosh, earlier today, and it looks good. I don't think we're a cup contender, but I mean, that could always change by the time you get to the trade deadline and you're playing good and maybe Army makes a move. But I mean, it's exciting. I'm a little more excited this year than I was last year for some reason.
No, it's good because you say that they improved, and you see by what, a month? No, after the trade deadline. No, trade deadline is when Armstrong, the GM for the Blues, started doing the fire sale, get rid of players. He knew this season was a wash, but he's bound to revamp it, and he was on a mission, and he did it. I think even off season. So I definitely think they'll be better this year than last year because he knows what we need to improve on, what we can do better. And
I keep forgetting about Kevin Hayes too, which he's someone we got during the offseason, which he's a stud. I don't know. It's just one thing I was kind of head scratching about is I've seen on social media that they're trying to go back to their heavy hitting 2019 ways, but I said it last year I think that's one of the issues right now is the game's changing, just like baseball. Baseball's changing. The Cardinals can't keep doing their usual Cardinal way thing. You gotta change with the times. And so hopefully, Chief and the Blues can also do that, get with the hockey's fast paced now. I don't know if, heavy hitting isn't fast paced. So we'll see. Hopefully they make the adjustments as the year goes along.
Okay. Well, hope for the best, but real quickly, where do you see the Blues finishing the season in the Western Conference standings?
Shoot, I think there's like 8 teams in each conference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I say like fifth or sixth. I don't see them being like a number one team. You still got the Minnesota Wild, the Dallas Stars, the Predators. The Avalanche. Those are 4 teams right there that I know for a fact are better than the Blues. And the Blackhawks. They had Connor Bedard as their number 1 draft pick last year, and he's been looking really good during preseason. So we'll see what happens. Anything can happen, obviously, based off of last year. We were supposed to be decent, and we weren't. Miss Williams says, that's my question. You have the players, you have the coaches who can make the best use of them. And I mean, we've seen Chief do it. He did it in 2019, but that was a completely different group of guys. So let's gotta see. I just hope Chief can kind of just go with the flow of how the NHL is moving and not just stick back to 2019 because that was a little bit ago now. So hopefully he can make the adjustments just like the players are supposed to make the adjustments.
All right. Well, we shall await. So 4th place sound about right? Western Conference. Just make a prediction now. 4th, 5th.
I'll say 5th.
Okay, but you can see it's definitely getting to the playoffs and making it to the second round again.
I could see us making the playoffs, but everyone in the NHL makes the playoffs just about these days. So I mean,
the Blues didn't, so everybody doesn't.
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of people, just like baseball nowadays. I know it's only a 3-game wild card, but there's 4 new teams in the playoffs nowadays. So
it makes a difference though, because NBA and NFL been doing it. First thing is money, revenue. More TV, more money for TV viewership, ad buying, all that stuff.
Though, when you say that, made me think of something today. I heard. I listened to the Talkin' Baseball podcast with and Trevor Plouffe. He's a former MLB player, and he said that he's like, I think at least one. It doesn't seem like it right now, but he thinks that one series of the wild card series will continue because in the new CBA they signed, the first 2 games in the wild card round go to the players in the city, but then the 3rd game goes to the MLB. And then in the CS and the World Series, they want the World Series to go at least 5 games because the first 4 games go to the players and to the city, but then the rest of the games go to the MLB. So they want their money. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, you think that MLB sometimes has a say in how these games go. I 100% think so.
So is it like
money alone?
So is it like the NFL? The streets are talking right now that it's scripted. So people are saying MLB is scripting things as well on the field. Those umps getting the wrong on purpose.
Based off of how the CBA is written, that's how I would think. Yeah. If MLB gets more money after games 2 and after games 4.
Interesting. Okay. Well, jury's still out. So we got all month of October, which, side note, before we wrap this up on baseball, why did they agree to let baseball playoffs, the World Series, go until November? Look, man, y'all done had
I
y'all
love
time
it.
to shine from April to September. How many more effing months? Fall is not baseball. Fall
Love
is
it.
football.
Football
No.
season.
Except for football, not baseball. Y'all done had off spring, summer. Why y'all letting it go deep into fall? What is y'all major malfunction? That is not a loving thing. That's horrible. Horrible.
Fall time, I think of playoff baseball. That's what I think of.
Even the
That's
part
what
of
it
we're
is.
playing, I still be like, come on, y'all. Damn, it's November now. Like, I'm ready to get ready for Thanksgiving and
like-
more football. I don't want to talk about
You
baseball
act
anymore.
like the World Series is playing on November 27th.
November 1st is again, anything in November should not be mentioning baseball. We should be talking about football and basketball, preseason basketball for college. NBA has started, and it's still talking about okay, who's gonna land for the NFL playoffs. Even in November, still kind of early, but not. We should not be still talking about baseball. What
little
more
greedy.
other calendar month do y'all
I'm
flip
talking about
need?
baseball 365, baby.
I can do that with NBA, NFL, soccer too. But we don't. We want to get a little bit of a break. Like,
Whoa. We talk baseball on platform every week.
we do, but it doesn't mean we still need to be talking about it on TV. Well, I'm seeing on TV. This is what sports do when they're on their off season. The commissioners and the powers that be don't want anybody to not have their sports on their mind either. So you're gonna have other narratives play, including free agency, coaching
Money.
changes.
Miss Williams
Person
said
changes.
money.
Right.
Why do we play the
But
Super
I
Bowl
don't
in
want to see
February?
as a fan. Like they trying to get younger fans.
You don't gotta watch it.
Baseball.
More games mean more money. Money. It's a money grab, but it's greedy. It's greed.
Yeah,
Well,
it
yeah,
is.
everything.
Can't argue about that. It
I
is
don't want to
greed.
see Taylor Swift every Sunday, but I am.
I don't either. We talking about
Money.
this. Look how much we talked about Taylor
Money.
Swift at the beginning of this
Oh
show.
Lord.
I said, okay, we were talking about Taylor Swift, but it's not even a music podcast. Okay, why the hell we talk so much about damn Taylor Swift?
Buddy, we have talked about so much
Either.
stuff that wasn't sports before on this show. It's
Right,
all
which
right.
is nothing wrong with it, but specifically for Taylor Swift, because she's been on all the memes and that's all the talk this week. Okay, but how long we gonna ride that coattail? And we were talking about Taylor Swift lining up to be a center, lining up to be the punter. Have it. We talking about her concerts is right after the Chiefs football game, maybe. But we're still talking about her.
They just have a
she's
concert
dating a
somewhere
football
outside
player.
of maybe the Jets.
Goodness.
I forget where she had. She had one in New York, and she just packed it. And the
MetLife.
yeah, and the Swifties took over the parking lot too. They showed a picture of that too. So I mean, I don't know.
Those
I'm
dang
not being
Swifties.
biased.
Real quick, have you guys seen the because Jason Kelsey and Swift for the Eagles? Have you seen that picture? It's them back to back, and people are like, "Wait, these guys are together right now? Like these guys are dating?" That's funny.
Look, when they get their nickname, what is it? Travis, then it's official.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Let
I'm sorry. I'm the one that got us back on this.
Right. Look, we got back on.
Sorry.
Look, you got us on. Taylor Swift, she doesn't go away.
I'm the one that hates it. I'm the
Right.
one that brought it up.
She's still trending on the show, right? Before we go, let me get in real quickly. Let's talk about some WNBA real quickly. Playoffs. Uh-oh. Sorry, I switched screens here. WNBA playoffs. So right now, we have the Connecticut Sun playing the Liberty, and Liberty defeated the Sun. I don't know where their series stands. We also have the Las Vegas Aces against the Dallas Wings in that playoff matchup. And the other one is the New York Liberty against. Oh, okay, I messed it up. Since the Aces just defeated the Wings, they're going to the next round. New York Liberty will be facing Las Vegas Aces now. There we go. But with that being said, Las Vegas Aces, good old Asia Wilson, love her, super dope, on the court, off the court. We have the Las Vegas Aces hopefully winning it all. But in the meantime, you would think with Asia Wilson on Aces, powerful impact the player she is, scoring, breaking records for scoring, that she would be MVP of the league, right? They said, nope, not you. Brianna Stewart's getting it. Now, mind you, Asia Wilson, y'all, the girl is a baller. Like, if I would put Asia Wilson equivalent to an NBA player, I could see her. I want to say LeBron-ish. Yes, I could definitely say LeBron-ish like. And yet, no, she didn't get the MVP. And I'm like, damn, she had, was it Smooth? Was it 2 games? She had the scoring record or 1 game this season? The matter of fact that the girl is balling entertainment, thebomb.com, and yet she got snubbed. Brianna Stewart's a great player. I'm not knocking her, but I just thought she was on Asia Wilson. So, sometimes it's,
Yes.
it's bias.
53 points. WNBA record for the most points in a game.
Right. Okay. And I still can't get an MVP. Brianna's
Defensive player. I mean, she's got. I mean, yeah. I don't. Yeah, it happens.
It does because on the NBA side it does too. So to answer the question, did Asia Wilson get robbed of MVP? Yes, she did. And does she think so? Yes, she does. So was she gonna take all that frustration and anger on the court? Yes, she will. Hence why the Aces are in the second round now. So shout out to Wilson, the Aces. But in the meantime, I believe this, as Ms. Williams said, this will be a great series for them, the Aces versus the Liberty. Also, we have on the right side of our screen is Becky Hammond. On the left side is Cindy Brondello, who's the coach. And they're both former players of the WNBA. So shout out to them for that, right?
First time 2 former players in WNBA finals. Yep, as head coaches. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I still see Becky Hammond. She says she wants to stay with the WNBA for now. I can see that. But eventually, a barrier will be broken in NBA and she'll become a coach on that side. But until the meantime, let's see what the Liberty against the Aces do. Like I said, Asia Wilson got a chip on her shoulder because she got slighted. So I hope she give it to him real good. Oh my God, really Smooth. Our producers will not let these memes go. Really? You trying to say you hungry right now? Okay, I got it. Last but not least, let's talk about on the NBA side. It was a massive like, oh my gosh, like I clutched my pearls moment because what happened? Dame Lillard, Dollar Dame, he's been asked to be traded some weeks ago, right? And he specified Miami Heat. So people were like, we're just gonna wait to see. We hear the news that officially happened. But then here comes the suspense. Dum dum dum. D. Lillard got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, not the Heat. So that's what I'm saying. So you see the picture on the right, Dame time Bucks. Picture on the right, picture on the left is the new duo of Lillard and Giannis. On the right, the new duo of Tatum with who? Drew Holiday. You say Drew Holiday of the Celtics? No, he with the Bucks. Nope, and nope. Because of another last minute deal, the Bucks was able to offload Drew Holiday to the Celtics. And in the meantime, these are just 2 teams because the initial trade with Dame involved the Suns, the Trailblazers, and the Bucks. Then here comes the Celtics after the fact. So yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, y'all. A lot of moving parts. And again, what I was talking about earlier, Jobo, when it's an off season, you can still talk about sports because you got these trades, you got free agency and all that. It still keeps it relevant without playing the sport 12 months after
We're gonna go back.
Because I feel like baseball's doing
money.
I think
damn.
Listen,
Get my eyes to break a little bit. Sheesh.
Again, 1, you don't gotta watch it, and 2,
y'all do want me to watch. Y'all want my
think,
money because you want my eyes to see the ads so I can shop.
Listen, I do think people, not me, average Joe baseball fans are maybe fed up a little bit because we had the WBC before. So we had spring training, WBC, entire season. Big players got hurt in the WBC playoffs. So that could be something to do with it as well. But I could do it all day, every day.
Yeah, so I'll say the same thing about basketball. The young black bunny. Enough basketball. Okay, it's the summertime. Why are we talking about NBA playoffs in July? But we don't. We give it all a break. You know what I'm saying? We get ready for NFL preseason in July. We're training camp. Okay, we're not talking about NBA playoffs, but here y'all are.
You know what? I got one more baseball story for you, and it's a goodie. We got to talk about our guy, Adam Wainwright.
Let's go, Waino. Now he's riding up in the sunset into the booth, broadcasting booth. But go ahead. What's up with Wayno?
I know I'm going to hear him in the division series, the Astro series. So that'll be cool to hear him. But Wayno, he hung up the cleats, the gloves, the bat, the helmet. On Sunday, that was his last game. I'm trying to think, was the 200th win before the man cave? I don't even know, but he got his 200th win a couple weeks ago, which is awesome. I mean, he's got a good resume. It's funny is a lot of that came against the Brewers, so that's funny. But I mean, it's gonna be sad. An era of Cardinals baseball is now over with. No Albert, no Yachty, no Wayno, and they're gonna have some guys definitely take over in the leadership department, because those three right there, we all know what they meant to the city of St. Louis and to the Cardinals. But it was nice. I had a nice little ceremony for him on Sunday. Albert came back. Yachty was back. The crowd went nuts. Wayno didn't know Yachty was there. He started crying, and that's his buddy right there, So that was cool to see Yachty back, and he got all of his little gifts. And a couple of years ago, he said he told his family when he retires, he'll get them a puppy. And his wife and the Cardinals came together and got him the puppy. He didn't know about that either. And
Hey.
I don't know. That was cool.
Hey, Mama Mia. Hey, B.
Hold on. But yeah, that was awesome. Me and my husband were crying on the couch because that's Adam Wainwright, like it's weird. It's like Yachty, Albert, and Wayno. That's literally like that's the majority of the Cardinals baseball that I can like remember. And now it's just done. And now Mia, she's gonna know Jordan Walker and Mason Wynn and all these other guys that are coming up. You say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Mama Mia.
Say hi. No, she's being shy. But
yeah. What I was thinking about Jobo last week. I said, okay, so Wayno, when he did his interview on 101, and he's like, yeah, he can't wait for the Cardinals to return to the playoffs and win a World Series, the 12th championship in 2024. And I was thinking, I'm like, all the veterans that won the last two World Series between, Wayno, Yachty, Pujols, none of them are there. So when the Cardinals go to the playoffs again, like if they do a deep run, they're like you said, need leadership. But I'm like, they never have anybody have playoff experience unless they bring somebody in from,
yeah. So you have Contreras, who obviously won a World Series with the Cubs, but they were talking about that. Brett and Kiley for 101 and someone else, I can't remember, but Jeff Jones, I think. They were both saying like, after Wayno's gone, they don't have a single person that's on the roster that has not even, been to the ALCS, but won a game in the ALCS other than Wilson Contreras. So yeah, they're going to have to go out and get some people, like you can't, it's nice having young talent, but like with the Twins, for example, Carlos Correa has been there and done that multiple times. That is something that his experience is there for them. Other like the Astros, whenever they get there, all those guys have been there and done that now. You think they freak out and like me and curl up in a ball and bite all my fingernails off? No, because I've never done it. But they're, like they know what they're doing. So Cardinals don't have anyone like that. So that's something that makes me nervous. They're definitely it's probably one of the biggest off seasons of all time, honestly.
Gotcha. Well, it's for Wayno, Yachty, and Pujols through the last year. It's been fun, but they have to run into something else of their life. That this part of their career is over, but it's bigger and better things for them. Like I said, we know Wayno's on a broadcast booth a little bit now. He may do more. Pujols had a little bit of broadcast booth experience as well. Yachty, I definitely could see him being a instructor. Definitely the defense. Definitely can't. Like he definitely needs to be out there and put his skills in somebody's game, because it just don't want to sit there and retire away. He has so much knowledge. I just hope he becomes an instructor and help out somewhere.
Yeah, I just don't think he wants to come back and do that just yet. At least not with the Cardinals, but I don't know. I just know I'm gonna miss those guys. Like I said, it's been since like 2004 that we've had them. Again, Like we established that I was in the 4th grade at that time. So
She's gonna keep referencing her age, Michelle A. So just keep
no, I'm the auntie. I'm the auntie over
fourth
here.
grade until I'm almost 30. So I mean, that's a long time to have those people in my life. So
That's
now
all
new era of Cardinals baseball now. So and shoot, I could even throw in. I mentioned to Brendan like no Yachty, no Wayno, no Albert, no Danny Mack. You know, like Danny Mack, he was the voice of the Cardinals, and now Chip Carey's done a great job, but it's not Danny Mack.
Well, all good things have to come to an end, which helps start a new era of something great. So it's okay.
At least you get to follow their journey into something good, you know.
There you go. Gotcha. Well, ladies, we've had an awesome show. We have Mia. You waving now? I was just gonna sign us off first. You want to stay or you want to go? Oh, she wants to go. Okay. So yeah, let me do a quick recap. We know Joe Bo wants baseball 12 months out the year, and I said hell to the no. We know that I like basketball a lot, but I don't want to see it in July. So yay to me. I also know that Michelle A loves her fantasy football, and she needs those points up. Josh Allen better keep coming through so she can get that money bag at the end of the season.
Real quick. Unwritten rule that we cannot stand in sports.
No, I thought you were gonna say it because I can't stand that stupid baseball. Don't flip the bat. That bullshit. And somebody hit a home run off of.
That's been changing lately, though. Like more
when
and more
somebody
people are
hits
fine
a
with that.
home run and the pitcher getting his feelings and goes hit a 90-mile-per-hour fastball in his rib cage. The dumbest beep ever. That's like when a basketball player gets mad, somebody dunks on him. You know how many times guys get balls in their face and they get dunked on? Or they sitting there throwing a basketball right at the player for doing it? No, man up, go on the other end, get him back, dunk back at him or something. Why baseball pitchers and players getting their feelings, boy, for y'all to talk about a manly sport, that ain't showing manliness here nor there. So that's my unwritten rule I can't stand is baseball. The one sport I told you, Jobo, that is so still in the 1990s and they need to be in 2025. But here we are.
For this is my thing. Me and Bonnie, Michelle, you're gonna learn today, okay? Listen.
I'm learning.
All right. Me and Bonnie can bump heads on this every single week. Ladies' night, normal platform. We could join the man club next week if you wanted to, and we could still bump heads. But listen, the Major League Baseball has made the most changes pretty much out of all sports in the last 2 to 3 years. They're getting with the times. It's just taking a long time because guess what? Baseball, from as long as anyone can remember, was started by a white dude in like the 1700s. It's just how it is. You got all these old white guys that were the ones that are, put in our minds constantly about it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way. People are loosening up now. It's 2023. We got all these new rules. I was laying in bed at 10:30 last night during playoff baseball season, and there was no playoff baseball games on because they're all over in 2.5 hours. I don't like that, but it's whatever. So I'm just letting you know it's changing. Take a deep breath, and it's changing. You should be happy about it.
You said you're not happy that it was over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I wanted to watch playoff baseball laying in bed. This is the only thing I hate is I've said it before.
You're killing me.
The West Coast games that start at 9:00. I would like listening to Vince Scully passing out in my bed. I liked that. That was calming to me. But now I can't do that. That's what I don't like.
You see my face, Michelle A?
I'm just saying that's what I've grown up.
That's how I'm looking
baseball
like
going to bed.
After 2 hours of the baseball.
After everything I just said.
Okay.
After everything I just said, that's the one thing.
That's one thing that puts me to sleep. So
that's the one thing you took out of everything I just said.
Please now see.
I'm just saying that baseball has made the most changes out of any sport in the last 2 to 3
baseball.
years.
Even though you still talk about Manny Fraud instead of Manfred, you call him Manny Fraud. You still dog him, but you didn't make the most improvements. So it's still not good enough for you. You know it ain't good enough for me.
He didn't make the improvements. The owners wanted the improvements.
So with the pitch clock,
the owners like him because he is a yes man.
Well,
that's why the owners like him. But he still calls the commissioner's trophy, which is named after him, a hunk of metal. So yeah, he's going to continue to be man fraud. because he's a douchebag and no one else likes him.
Double, tell me how you really feel about Manfred.
I just told you. I just told you.
I was just going. No, I mean, sarcastic what I said. You just had to.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
I gotta, Michelet, you talk for. I gotta take a drink of beer and calm my nerves.
I need a beer right now. I like it as water. And let me see. So I don't really have an unwritten rule.
What about sport like your son's stuff? You know, you can use one of their things like AAU ball or basketball, like unwritten rule. You supposed to shake the hand at the end of the game type stuff.
Well,
is that a rule that you have to?
You don't have to. We teach sportsmanship in our game, so we make them. We want them to do that. Teaching them not to do that is, some of the coaches let their kids get away with it. They had a bad game, or they just don't like one of the players. They got hit wrong. I don't know. I don't think that teaches them much, but I guess I don't know. I think that they should.
I mentioned that real quickly because in basketball, you want them to shake hands, but in baseball, they don't. Opponents, or do they? For Little League, I'm trying to think because I've been in a few of them.
Little League, they
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think one of the dumbest rules, I think it's a little biased. You can fight in hockey, but you can't fight in other sports. Is that a rule?
I mean, hockey, you're not going to get in trouble for it if you,
Well, I guess you can fight in all the sports, but
yeah, I mean, if you really
don't
wanted
get in
to.
trouble with it with hockey. But if you go over here and fight in football or baseball or any other sport, yeah. Why you want to punch somebody with a helmet on in the first place? I don't know, but if you want to, you shouldn't get in trouble for it. Just my thoughts.
I mean, have you been to a hockey game? We talk about this a lot. It's pretty cool whenever they fight. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't mind it. I've been to them. That's probably, I've seen it. I've not been to many hockey games, but the one I did get to go, fight.
Jose Ramirez knocked out Tim Anderson on his ass this year in baseball. Woo! You remember that, Bunny? Oh yeah, it was Ramirez. I think it was Ramirez slid in to Tim Anderson, trying to turn it over play, and I guess Anderson didn't like it. But apparently there was something that happened like either the last time they played or the night before, and Tim Anderson was throwing up hands and everything, and Tim Anderson backed up, and J Ram just went boom and knocked Anderson out. He was
and Anderson square off. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
Buddy.
The best call of the year. The best call of the year.
I forgot about that. Okay.
Down goes Anderson. That is great. I love it so much.
Like the boxing match.
Yeah. But I mean, it happens. It happens. I think you mentioned with hockey fighting with helmets. I think it's idiotic to try to fight someone in football. They're all, like those helmets are thick.
Very thick. I've seen it happen. I've seen youth kids do it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why?
You're gonna break a knuckle.
You're gonna break your fist. You're not gonna play. That's what's gonna happen. Now you're not playing. Now you're kicked out. Now you can't play. Good job.
That's a whole another set of problems. If mom and daddy paid for that for you to be playing every game, you better fix that. It costs them money when you're not out there, but you're not there. Well, ladies, again, great show, great job. I thought my recap was well, as Joe Ball tell me. Out of all of that, I got out of baseball that she doesn't like Matt Fraud. So, yeah.
I went on like a 5-minute rant, and that's the only thing you could come up with. That just blows my mind. Oh,
yeah.
Lordy.
Sounds about right with me. Yeah.
Oh,
There's one thing in this argument. Yep, that sounds about right. That's my
Anyways.
Well, I just got that you guys bump heads a lot, and you don't want to see sports in November. And Joe doesn't care if she watches it all year round. So,
hell yeah, I watch.
No, I want to see sports in November. It's just not baseball.
Right?
They can't take up the whole calendar. And then, of course, Annie's one that really, really gets to me. You and Annie would clash, Michelle. So she's definitely one of those.
You think me and Bonnie bump heads?
Yeah.
Woof. Lord.
Yeah, that's all.
And Andy comes in with these like big legal words that I'm just like, I don't know what you just said, but
they're definitely must see.
Hold on, stops, Googles. Okay. What did you say?
I was just saying, yeah, pretty much. That's what I would translate it on Google with Annie.
I'm gonna pull it to Shador. I don't know what that means.
Love it, love it. So for all our listeners out there, thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and also go down the street to YouTube. And YouTube, we are under the Platform Sports Talk Show. There happens to be a little bell when you get on our page. So what I want you all to do is make sure you subscribe, click on the bell, because when we go live, what happens, Jobo?
Y'all will be notified.
Yes. And also for everyone that missed the show today, but you may tell your friends, hey, y'all, it was a great show. You got to catch them. We have our show archive on the Roku channel and all our listeners on the radio, Hot 365 Radio. Thank you as well for tuning in, because you know what? It's always hot. And first Wednesday of the month, of course, as always, it's the ladies' night. We're holding it down. But we go on to the last Wednesday of the month. You got the man cave with the fellas. They hold it down. All crazy topics. And, of course, in between the first and the last Wednesday of the month, of course, it's us, Platform Sports Talk Show. And make sure you also, we got IG, follow us on Platform Sports Talk Show, as well as, Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. We're on there, 314 Sports Talk. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything, feel free to send us an email, platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. And this whole production was brought to you by none other than Smoooth. Shout out to our producer for doing the most. Great at graphics, topics, all things in between. Until next ladies' night or the next week's show on Platform Sports Talk Show, everyone. Hopefully we see you all or hear you all. Other than that, have a great night and a great week.
Hello? Yo, I'm in the booth. I'm gonna call you right back. Nah, I just gotta put this one part down. I'm gonna call you back. I'm at the studio, man.
Hard at work. You know, I actually like that. But listen, I heard the news. Super Bowl, baby.
Man, quit playing with me, man.
I don't play. I'm a coach now.
No, for real. Don't play like that.
You're playing the halftime show. You deserve this.
Are you serious? How you know?
I'm Coach Prime. And Coach Prime is always one step ahead. This is your moment.
Put that on everything.
You tripping. Remember, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you dance good. When you dance good and you sing good, you get to play on the world's largest stage.
Damn. I'm gonna call you back.
You gonna go?
I'm gonna call you back.